Have you ever noticed some people seem effortlessly smart? Like they just get things, they remember everything, and they make great decisions without breaking a sweat. You might think it's all natural talent. But what if I told you there are some surprising daily habits, seemingly small things, that could actually be signs of high intelligence? Things you might be doing yourself and not even know they're linked to being exceptionally smart. Okay, let's get into it. The first one might surprise you. It's about what you do when you're alone. Are you someone who enjoys your own company? Maybe you find yourself happily spending hours lost in your thoughts, hobbies, or a project. You don't need a constant stream of social interaction to feel fulfilled. If that sounds like you, that's a major clue. Studies have shown that highly intelligent people often seek out solitude. They're not necessarily shy, they just find quiet time stimulating for deep thinking, reflection, and problem solving. This kind of introspective practice is a huge predictor of cognitive ability. So, question for you. Are you someone who recharges when you're alone? Drop a yes or a no in the comments right now. Let's see how many of you identify with this. And while you're there, hit that subscribe button if you're curious to know more about the surprising secrets of intelligence. Habit 2. Curiosity. All right, moving on to number 2. This is one that's often mislabeled in kids, but it's actually a brilliant sign. It's having an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. Do you always find yourself asking why and how? Are you the one researching obscure topics late at night just for fun? That relentless curiosity isn't just quirkiness, it's your brain actively looking for new patterns and connections. It shows an open and flexible mind, constantly seeking to understand the world on a deeper level. This kind of intellectual curiosity is a prime indicator of high IQ. Habit 3. Adaptability. Okay, habit number 3. Let's talk about how you handle things when they don't go as planned. When a new situation arises or an unexpected problem pops up, do you freeze or do you adapt? Highly intelligent people tend to be exceptionally flexible in their thinking. They don't just complain about the change, they look at it as a new challenge. They think, okay, this is different. How can I navigate this effectively? This ability to pivot and find practical solutions in uncertain situations is a clear sign of emotional and cognitive intelligence. Habit 4. Listening more than talking. Let's move to number 4. This one is simple but powerful. Have you noticed that truly smart people aren't often the loudest in the room? Instead, they're the ones who listen more than they talk. They're not just waiting for their turn to speak, they're actively processing and absorbing information from others. This shows high emotional intelligence because they're tuned in to others' perspectives. They also understand that they can learn far more by listening than by talking. It's a sign of humility and a deep understanding that knowledge can come from anyone. Habit 5. Messiness. Now for number 5, and this one might make some of you feel a lot better. Do you have a cluttered desk, a slightly disorganized room, or maybe a car that's seen better days? Believe it or not, some studies suggest that messiness can be a sign of creative and intelligent thinking. The theory is that highly intelligent and creative individuals are more focused on the big picture and their important work, so they might not worry as much about keeping their environment pristine. That slight disorganization can be a sign that their brain is more focused on generating new ideas than on rigid order. So if you're a bit messy, maybe it's just your genius showing. Habit 6. Sarcasm. Let's talk about habit 6, and this one might be a bit surprising. Do you find yourself being naturally sarcastic, especially when something slightly absurd or obvious happens? Well, believe it or not, wit and sarcasm have been linked to intelligence. Understanding and producing quick sarcasm takes advanced verbal and cognitive processing. It means you're picking up on double meanings and nuances in communication, and your brain is working fast to find the clever and often slightly dark retort. So next time someone calls you sarcastic, maybe they're just acknowledging your intelligence in a roundabout way. And finally, habit 7. Open-mindedness. And this one is perhaps the most critical indicator. It's being open to changing your mind. Can you look at new information, new perspectives, or new arguments and genuinely say, I never thought of it that way. I might need to reconsider. Highly intelligent people are not rigid in their thinking. They are humble enough to understand they don't know everything and confident enough to be open to being proven wrong. This allows them to continue learning and growing, which is the cornerstone of true intelligence. They embrace new information rather than shutting it down. So, how many of these habits do you recognize in yourself? Maybe you're the solitary, messy, sarcastic type with endless curiosity. Or maybe you're the adaptable listener who's always open to new ideas. Regardless of how many of these fit you, it's important to remember that intelligence isn't a fixed thing. It's something we can cultivate. By focusing on learning, staying curious, and adapting, we all have the capacity to grow and make smarter choices. So let me know in the comments, what are your daily habits that you think are signs of your intelligence? And if you found this video interesting, make sure to like it and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video about understanding the brilliant power of the human mind. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.